This Friday morning, good morning to you and everybody in the inland Northwest. Look at Schweitzer Mountain. They are loving that fresh new snow that they got out of this event. In fact, we desperately needed the mountains and ski resorts to get new snow because it was incredibly warm last week. It actually rained on some of these mountainsides. That is not what they wanted to see in the month of November, but that is looking a lot better, hoping to get things opened up the day after Thanksgiving. Now, it's been a bit closer towards a rain-snow split, especially across Spokane County. Still under winter weather advisories until 10 a.m. for these regions, but most of central and northern Washington actually just saw that advisory expire within the last 20 minutes here. Now, it is just the very tail end of this weather system that we're tracking. Low pressure area is actually weakening quickly as it's moving into Oregon, so the last of this precipitation is still moving through Spokane County as well as Kootenai County, and it's been basically all rain from downtown Spokane into the South Hill. It had been snow through Deer Park and areas towards Spirit Lake, but this is actually the very tail end of the precipitation. So it is coming to an end from the west towards the east, or from the northwest to the east. So we shouldn't be dealing with this wet, slushy, and or snowy weather for all that much longer. Look at the wet roadways, though, right through the core of I-90 in Spokane. It has been just wet for the last several hours. Obviously, a hugely different story in areas to the north. This is the Hayden region where maybe an inch or two of snow just on the patio furniture. This from last night had still snowed a little bit more through the morning hours today. Same story out of Chihuahua. Actually looks like a few more inches there, maybe 3 to 4 inches, just kind of estimated based on the snow that's on the steps right by the door there. And here at Krem 2, it was actually snow at about 4 and 5 o'clock last night. And then it switched over to rain as of 6 o'clock and all the way through the morning hours. So a different scene here, but because of that rain, we were hard pressed to get any kind of snowfall. And as it was just trying to accumulate, it melted pretty quickly thanks to all that rainfall. Now, our snow reports in our northern areas are actually quite impressive. Just got a handful of new reports. Newport now up to 4 inches of snow as of this morning. Sandpoint reporting 5 inches of snow for this event. Same story out of Kettle Falls. Springdale actually had 2 different reports, one of 7.5 inches, one of 6.5 inches, but still leading the way there. What a difference just a couple dozen miles is making out of this storm system. If it went like 20, 30 miles to the south, these totals could have been in Spokane. We officially got 1 inch of snow out at the airport, and we weren't even close to that here at our studios on the South Hill. Now, the rain and snow and precipitation overall is coming to an end within the next 1 to 2 hours here. And once it stops, we are in for a at least dry but cloudy rest of the day. Coeur d'Alene looks like it'll be about the noon. I'm still kind of in nighttime mode. Noon hour for that to come to an end, 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon for the Pullman area, and then about 5 or 6 o'clock for Lewiston, and then it will dry out for the remainder of the weekend. As for the mountain passes, been keeping an eye on thnothose conditions. Still quite snowy, especially across Snoqualmie and for the Lookout Pass regions, but dry for this weekend as we see those temperatures rebounding back into the 40s.